Why is the implementation of lean manufacturing important? Where to start in the implementation of lean manufacturing? What results can be achieved? What are the steps to follow? How much time and resources do I need? How do I involve colleagues? What are the right lean tools to use? In this long video, I will try to give you answers to these questions. The video is divided into chapters, and in the description, you will find links to useful resources to learn more about the topics covered. I'll give you an example of a car factory, but the topics covered are easily extended to other products or services. What I will tell you in this video is the synthesis of 20 years of experience and dozens of books read. Ready? Let's go. Why is it important to implement lean manufacturing? Eli Goldratt, the author of the book, The Goal, argues that the goal of an organization is to make money now and in the future. I don't think you'll have any doubts about this statement. It is perfectly acceptable. To achieve the objective mentioned by Goldratt, you can start with a famous equation of the economy. Profit equals revenues minus costs. Assuming constant sales volumes, if you want to increase profits, you have two choices. 1. Increase prices and therefore revenues. 2. Lower costs. In today's world, the price comparison is almost instantaneous, and therefore a customer can immediately compare and buy from your competitor who has a similar product to yours at a cheaper price. The cost lever therefore remains. The cost can be lowered in two ways. A way that is unsustainable in the long term: poor materials, cut down on training costs, cut down on research and development. B, a long-term, sustainable way: the hunt for waste. Therefore, a company that wants to begin the implementation of lean manufacturing is a company that wants to make a profit through the lever of cost reduction in a sustainable way, in the long term. Wastes must be learned to see them. Haiichi Ono, the father of lean manufacturing, cataloged them in his book Toyota Production System: Beyond Large-Scale Production. I believe that this reasoning is very straightforward and acceptable. Furthermore, the history of famous companies that have embraced lean thinking also confirms this path. Some companies, like Porsche and Harley-Davidson, even saved themselves from bankruptcy. In conclusion, companies need to make a profit. The theory pushes us to adopt lean thinking and lean manufacturing. History and facts show us that it works. What are you waiting for to start? Where to start with lean manufacturing? Whether you are a supervisor, area manager, plant manager, lean engineer, or CEO of a company, you can improve your results through the adoption of lean manufacturing. There are no excuses, you just have to start. Here are the steps that I suggest. Step 1. You need a change agent, which could be you or one of your most trusted collaborators. Step 2. You need a sensei. Step 3. You need to start with something that has an immediate impact on your numbers. How to choose it? You need to catalog your company's product families. You have to make Pareto's diagram of sales. You have to record customer satisfaction. I bring you an example here. Imagine you have 3 product families, A, B, C. Family A has an annual turnover of $100,000 and the customer is happy. The quality is good and deliveries are regular. Family B has an annual turnover of $80,000. The customer is not happy with quality and is not happy with delivery problems. The C family has a turnover of $25,000. The customer is not happy with the quality of the products, but deliveries are regular. If this were the situation, I would start with product family B. From this family, you can start your lean journey. I remember reading 2 sentences that I want to leave you as a reminder. 1. Implementing lean manufacturing is like learning a language. You don't learn it in a week, and you have to practice it every day. 2. If someone claims that lean manufacturing is easy, they don't know what they are talking about. What results can be achieved with lean manufacturing? In the famous book Lean Thinking by Womack and Jones, examples of real results of applying lean thinking are reported. I cite some of them. 40% increase in sales. 50% reduction of space required, 250% increase in productivity, 50% inventory reduction, on-time delivery from 20% to 90%, turns from 3.4 to 15. I know they seem impossible to you, but believe me, they are achievable. From my experience, if you are well guided, you can have 25% improvements easily and without large investments. Also in the book, Lean Thinking, it is argued that if guided by a great sensei, the following results can be obtained. 90% reduction of semi-finished products, 50% reduction of space required, 90% reduction of processing lead times. I've seen these kinds of results. If you can, visit a company that has been implementing lean manufacturing for a few years and is renowned for its results. This way you will be convinced that it is possible. What are the steps to follow? There are many lean manufacturing implementation models. Basically, you should consider whether to follow the Japanese model, more based on principles, or the American model, which is more focused on tools. On this topic, I made a specific video that you can find in the description. Subsequently, it is necessary to evaluate how much to focus on people and cultural change, and how much on lean tools. My rule is 80% on people and 20% on lean tools. Finally, depending on the level of the organization you are responsible for, you need to decide which part to work on. CEO, whole company, supervisor, the production line, area manager, your area. Clearly, the higher the transformation performed, the more incredible the results will be. Now I propose a possible lineup that I have found very useful in the past. Let's start from the highest level of the organization. The company should set simple and long-term goals and define milestones year by year. The simplest metrics to start with are those suggested by Goldratt in what he calls throughput accounting. The three metrics are throughput, inventory, and costs. These three metrics must have long-term goals and annual metrics. For example, over the next 5 years, the company must improve output by 20%, reduce inventory by 30%, and costs by 25%. This means that each of the targets will be output plus 4%, inventory minus 6%, costs minus 5%. Given these objectives, we must begin to work in parallel on the different levels of the organization. At the highest level of the organization, it is better to use the American 5-step model: understand value, map the value, flow, pull, seek perfection. At the shop floor level, you can start with the selected product family and start with tools such as Lean Morning Meeting, a value stream map, a 5S. Everyone must be involved in improving with proper Kaizen. The best reference on this subject is Masaki Imai's Kaizen flag. The link between high-level corporate objectives and the company's operations must be achieved through the tools of the Hoshin Kanri and the Lean Morning Meeting. At this point, I would like to give you a practical example. Let's imagine a company that makes car components with around 300 employees. Let's imagine dissatisfied customers and a suboptimal budget for profits. What to do? 1. The director of the company read about lean manufacturing and decided to change pace. The results of the other competitors convinced him to start. 2. After some interviews, he hires a sensei for theoretical training for himself and for his team. Furthermore, he asked the sensei to be accompanied in the implementation of lean manufacturing on the first product family chosen. 3. With the help of the sensei, the director performs Hoshin Kanri for the next 5 years. 100% output. Inventory reduction by 20%. Costs reduced by 20%. For the current year, the XYZ product family is selected, which produces 20% of the company's turnover with customers dissatisfied with delivery delays. 4. An XYZ product improvement team is identified and training on the principles of lean manufacturing and basic tools is done. 5. The improvement team will be trained by the operators and by all the departments working on that product family, production, quality, maintenance, materials, etc. In addition to people 100% dedicated to team coaching. The coaches will be trained according to the principles of Tado Dakata. The number of coaches to start with is about 2% of the people working on that product family. Therefore, if the chosen product family involves 100 people, there must be 2 dedicated coaches. Do you think it is a cost or an investment? 6. The value stream map of the product family is created with the improvement team and the coaches. It takes about 2 weeks. 7. The as-is condition and the to-be condition of the value stream map are realized, and 1 or 2 machines are hypothesized that limit the output of the product family. For this point, it is necessary to refer to the theory of constraints. 8. A board is put up, and the daily lean morning meeting begins, with the director always present. From these meetings, punctual kaizens arise, who will be guided and followed by the team, and the coach and flow kaizens, who will be guided and followed by the director. 9. Improvements are carried out using the right tools only on the few machines identified in the value stream map. 10. At this point, after a few weeks, the manager should ask themselves the following questions. Is the output improved? Did the inventory go down? Have the costs been reduced? If the answer is no, then there is something wrong with the method, and you need to get the team together for a reflection session, Hansei. This phase is also taught by deeming in the plan, do, check, act cycle. Here are some possible reflections. Did we pick the wrong machine? Is the data reliable? Are the sensei and coaches suitable? From my experience, if you follow these steps, you can get 20% improvement without a big expense. To increase the results by 80 or 90%, the director will have to make more important investments that can be financed by the results obtained from the first implementation cycle. 11. Once you understand the method, it can be expanded to other product families. How much time and resources do I need to implement lean manufacturing? As already mentioned above, for a complete transformation, at least 5 years and 2% of the workforce trained and 100% dedicated to improvement are required with constancy. These values are taken from some reference books that you can find in the description. How do I involve colleagues in lean manufacturing? This is one of the recurring questions I am asked. There is no single recipe that is good for everyone, but I want to leave you with references to which you can aspire. The key thing is to remember that the human being is at the center of lean thinking, and therefore you have to treat him with respect to engage him. For each resource that I have mentioned, you will find an in-depth link in the description. Resource 1, book, The 4 Disciplines of Execution. Resource 2, The Lean Morning Meeting. Resource 3, Pyramid of Maslow. Resource 4, Active Listening. Resource 5, Science of Persuasion. Resource 6, Change Management. These are 6 resources that will help you to better understand the human being and to be able to use levers to fully engage your colleagues in lean manufacturing. Conclusions. In this video, I tried to answer some of the most common questions about implementing lean manufacturing. Lean manufacturing is one of the ways to ensure prosperity for a company with sustainable development over the years. You have to dedicate time and resources to it and be guided by a sensei. When implemented correctly, it ensures customer, company, and employee satisfaction. In the description, you will find all the links to the in-depth videos. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.